All right. Okay. All right. Bright pops of color, swirling patterns, short brushstrokes, and swirling patterns of color. These are the characteristics that you typically associate with my favorite post-impressionist, Vincent van Gogh. However, these are not the pieces I will be talking about today. I am going to be talking about something that contradicts all of these things and everything that you typically associate with this guy. The Potato Eaters, my favorite piece. So when I was around 12 or 13, I was going through Barnes & Noble and I found this book, this biography on Vincent van Gogh. I was like, hey, those are really pretty colors. I should get this. So I did. Surprisingly enough, though, like none of the bright pieces like Starry Night or the irises are what stood out to me. The Potato Eaters was actually my favorite piece. So in this speech, I'm going to be discussing why Van Gogh painted this piece, how it affected society, art culture, and me personally. So he created this piece to simply depict the harsh realities of country life. He had lived among them, the country folk, for a really long time, especially in the beginning of his career. And so when he was establishing himself as an artist in the community, he painted this piece and chose a difficult composition to choose dark colors, one source of light, which makes it very difficult. It was interesting, though, because it's so full of mistakes, but that wasn't his goal. His goal was to convey the feeling of the piece, how hard that life was for them, how their entire life was surrounded simply just to put food on their table. And that was something that he was very passionate throughout his entire career. You can see, though, the mistakes, the proportions and the faces are completely off. You can see the angles. Why is that person in the front so small, or why are their hands like so gross and angular? The way that the light is depicted too across the image is incorrect as well. But he spent so much time and effort planning this meticulously. So when he did put this piece out in society, though, it was ridiculed, criticized completely, just because it's kind of ugly. But he didn't care about that. It was still his favorite piece throughout his entire career. So, yeah. This piece, though, goes hand in hand with what Impressionism is. It's about conveying the feeling. It's not about the technicality of it. This piece stands out to me above all of his other works because I believe it really tells you the most about who Vincent van Gogh is as a person and as an artist. He cared about people, the peasant, not about being like some great artist. He wanted to say something. So despite the intense criticism he faced and the extreme amount of problems he would suffer throughout his lifetime, he never stopped painting. So we see his artistry and we love his works today, but I think it's important to see his early works because they really tell us who he is. So I just wanted to leave you guys with a quote by him, and it goes like this. What would life be if we had no courage to attempt anything? Which I think sums up him pretty well.